It's funny, I used to spend most of my time in such an environment, in corporate lifestyle and meeting rooms. We all want a little bit more space, we want a little more creativity. So, yeah. As you know, we have plans in Dubai to expand our social media and vlogging in particular. So we are looking on possible options here.
We have management consultancy. We have marketing researching consultancy, advertising researching consultancy, and we have IT consultancy. Okay. So this is the time frame, sir. License in 1 day. You can get the license in 1 day. Same thing also here. Once you have the license, you can start your establishment card, and that's what 10 working days. Establishment cards include of the package. Once you have the establishment card, you can apply your residence visa if you want to check this one.
Many people are interested in what's happening in the free zone business here in Dubai. We can cover this topic a little bit more. But in general, there is a range of free zones and different kind of licensing, which is very suitable for the new companies, new builds. Products that comes in the packages, you don't need to worry about establishing process. It's not so dramatically complicated, and once everything comes in the packages, you know that it's gonna be easy to establish, easy get your documents on your hands, and you're free to go. You are operational company, you can do your business. E-commerce licenses are kind of very popular nowadays, because we see the people going more and more from corporate lifestyle to the private businesses and selling things online, producing things. Same thing applies also for creators. If you create your content, it can be audio, it can be video, your songs, your clips, your vlogs. And also physical creators, painting, sculptures, wherever you do in this life, wherever is your passion, you will be able to find a license for your activity, and you are free to go. You can expand your business in a global scale here from Dubai. There's many benefits if you work from Dubai. We will cover those details a little bit later in our future vlogs. Now we're going to the CABSAT Expo. This is a dedicated exposition for entertainment and media delivery systems. Let's see what the future for media distribution look like, what proposals are. Of course, we think that the future of the media is social media in general. We're gonna see what the experts in this field, which work with the media now, what they think about that. As for me, what I'm thinking about that, that's the question for me is kind of clear. I think the future, of course, is in internet technologies and internet distribution channels. Why so? They are very democratic. They are very democratic. So anybody in the world, it doesn't matter where you are, in Africa, in States or Japan, you will have access to the same information with everybody. So, and that's what the people like. One missing thing here is the production of the content. We know that there's some limitations how you can produce the content, the gadgets, the cameras, the computers and software to produce your videos and content, and then the internet speed, which maybe is not always the best also sometimes somewhere. So all those things kind of are small obstacles. But if you can compare just a few years ago, maybe some 5-10 years ago, what was required for production of the media was just a huge amount of equipment. You know, the trucks and satellite stations and cables and wires and everything. And when you see some kind of TV crew comes over, it looks like a small army comes over, and now nowadays your smartphone is nearly everything what you need. Smartphone, connection to the internet, and you're good to go. And of course, as we was talking before, yes, it's good to have your fancy camera with high quality glass and fast lenses. It's amazing. You will deliver more quality content to your audience, and this content will be filmed more beautifully. It's not going to be so shaky. The details will be more accurate, and 4K. Then you can apply different kind of effects, slow motion, color grading. That's all beautiful, and it's necessary. I don't say that take your phone and you are the best content producer in the world. Yeah, if the content is amazing and content is so deep and profound, yeah, you will be, definitely. You don't need nothing else. But at the same time, it's good to have also equipment. Logical amount of equipment is necessary. You will deliver better quality of the image to your audience. As for the content, it's gonna be same you on different kind of lenses. Same you, same mindset, same amount of information. Yeah. So the phone is actually for delivering content totally enough. We was actually filming here. There was a carpet show, and I put some amazing pictures on Instagram. Beautiful things. And today's CABSAT. Media dedicated expositions. Yeah, we're gonna look on that more detail and understand what the experts on the field who are doing this stuff for the years and years, what they think about the future, how willing they are to change the future. Yeah, that's the questions, how flexible they are and how willing they are to understand the needs of society, needs of consumer, needs of me and you, and match them. I think one of the main things why I begin to vlog is I can't find the content on the internet which is suitable for me. What I like, as I said before, I don't like crazy things. I don't like unsensible things. I can watch them sometimes for the short 2 minutes, maybe even less. But in general, I get bored. They just look for me pointless, and I feel like I'm wasting out my time. And then again, when I switch on some documentaries or travel videos, as always was Discovery and Travel Channel, you feel so comforted, you feel so relaxed. Finally, you have something interesting. You have some logic in the story. You have some natural scenes without screaming, without exaggerating the things, and also this all artificial facts and as Donald says, fake news. Yeah, I think it's much more better if you have local people, local knowledge, or maybe global people with global knowledge who are able to deliver you something valuable, very peaceful, slow manner. Yeah, sometimes a little bit some joke if you can crack it, it's good. But in general, sensible content. That's kind of main value. And can you imagine the world where we are having access to the sensible content? Education, entertainment. Wonderful place to be. So let's see if the old industry thinks about that and try to deliver to us this sensible content by the means which they have, by all the radio and TV stations, broadcasting systems, and they are in place, they are in good shape, and they can deliver this content in best possible way and best possible quality. Let's see, are they willing to do that? But then, if not, we will going to continue our pace. We will going to produce our content little by little, day by day, and we'll saturate the markets with our content. And then, me and you, we will decide what we are going to look, what we're going to spend time on, what we will going to watch. And this is going to be some video from New York from Casey. This will be some Cheryl video from the Dan Brown. or other people around the internet, or will be something crazy, like I don't know even the names, yeah, but still, something crazy when you watch, like, 20 seconds and you think, what the heck, holy moly, how is it possible, what this guy having on his head, is it something inside there, and what kind of value he can produce, if I will watch that for the one day, I will be just, in a way, so it's not valuable, it's not acceptable. But anything which is internet, it have its own place, it can be, and we vote with our viewings, with our likes, we voting with our subscription. So, and if we like crazy stuff, okay, we like crazy stuff, what we can do. And I know the one thing, that your taste or my taste is gonna change by the time. Maybe if you're an age on a 6, your taste is like that, and when you're age on a 16, your taste is like that, and your taste in 26 is a little bit different from your taste in 6 years age. So I understand it's gonna develop. So we don't need to press or push it. Leave it alone. It's gonna go by its own pace. And I know that when I was in a high school, and I was DJing, and in one evening we have discussion with my father about the music, and he said, it's not gonna be like always you're gonna like this kind of music. Your taste is gonna change. And I was thinking by that time, come on, that's so good, the rhythm, bam, bam, bam. I like, even now, I go in the discotheques, I visit the clubs, and I like the nightlife, because I used to that, I was DJ. But at the same time, I understand that my taste for the music was changing and evolving all the time. And now I kind of end up in a field of classical music, blues, jazz. Yeah, you see, I like this stuff. Not then. Then I was thinking, yeah, that's boring. Now I think it's one of the most valuable music in the world. But at the same time, I can listen, and I listen also, and I enjoy modern music. I'm clubbing, and I'm clubbing all the time. I'm clubbing maybe a little bit too heavy. You can see sometimes in the morning I like it. So that means I was clubbing all night, so I haven't slept. People check upon me, what I'm doing, what the heck I'm doing here in the middle of the field. So yeah, so I like modern music. And the one thing what I will say with this, your taste will go develop by itself, without any pressure. And I'm thinking maybe I should say we need some guidelines. Yeah, maybe we need some guidelines, but this can be something like more reviews, like review from me, review from Casey, or review from other people around the internet who will say, yeah, if you're gonna do like that, if you watch this kind of information too much, or material, or entertainment, you will be affected like that. If you're gonna watch this, or you look upon that, or research like that, you will be affected like that. And then you'll make your own decision, how you wanna live your life, how you wanna, in what kind of mental state you wanna be, in what kind of information environment you wanna be. Are you informed about all those subjects? Are you know the latest players, the game scores? I don't know all the details in the gaming world, because I'm not the biggest fan of the gaming, especially about like I think it's like one pointless thing. Yeah, you decide what you want, what you need, and how you're gonna look like in the future, what you will be, because whatever you consume, what kind of information you consume, is gonna form you as a person, as a personality. So yeah, that's it. What a nice place, huh? Yeah. Dubai always surprise you with the beauty around you, with the good weather, and of course with the many different kind of possibilities around you. Just take the chance and check upon them. Printing. What I think about printing will gonna last. It's not gonna kind of disappear in the future. We will all like to have something, on the walls, maybe sometimes when we are young. Yeah, yeah. Beautiful colors. Yeah. Surround you with the beauty and you will enrich your life. Yeah, visual information. It's important. We see these all things around us each day, you know, all this visual information. The posters, you know, the advertisement, and also the different kind of stands. But as I understand, in the future we will see more and more willingness to have clean walls, not so much screaming advertisement. Definitely we will go for more environment saving and green environment technologies. Yeah, you see PVC free, heavy metal free. That's a trend around the world. Wherever you see any industry, people want to have a little bit more sustainable and green oriented products. A little bit more, yeah, maybe a little bit more, because you see still efficiency and the costs are very important. You need to match costs and competition game with your competitors, you know. You can be as green as you want, but at the same time you need to understand that other guys compete with you, and if you're gonna go by best possible practices and you're gonna use maybe more expensive but at the same time very green technology, you're gonna lose your game. So then you need to understand what's your kind of what's your ability, what you can deliver. Is your business in such state that you are also able to think about the green technology and implement in your processes green technologies? Because once you're thinking just about the cost, saving the cost, survival, it's no place for any initiative which will be in a green field. You're thinking just about how cheap I can produce, how I compete with my competition. Wherever you have a good idea and you are ready to produce some interesting product, you are going to take the market. And you will be able to produce something that the people like. So, yeah, innovation is key in a way. All the rails, all the cranes, everything. Huge amount of equipment, you know, to produce either news, either other content for you. I think it's a little bit outdated. You see the modern technologies, you know, you have your camera with you, you have your maybe a little bit bigger camera, high quality camera and your phone, yeah, you're good to go. Now you can broadcast like that from any place around the world, you know, where you have internet connection. Mobile viewpoint, accelerating the unstoppable revolution of live video. Wow, that's interesting. Oh yeah, you see this is a kind of the boxes which you can connect, and also software which allows you to transmit your signal and live broadcast on YouTube or the Facebook. We know that the main problem is that you have your cameras maybe which not so good quality on your phones, so your live stream will be a little bit suffering. But there is many different kind of solutions in this field, and of course, if you want to be, like they say, guaranteed high quality, then maybe you need to go for some kind of more industrial solution, not just your phone and YouTube or Facebook. Yeah, very modern studio.
Just with the riser. Without the riser, you need the mounting kit.
Media production, audio mixing for all methods. Check this mixture board. Yeah, check out our beloved DJI. The Zoom cranes. Yeah. Well, that's well stuff. That's what we have. We also have Ukraine, but that's what we want. DJI Ronin. This is kind of the thing what many guys who make the videos craving to have. DJI Ronin. Yeah. Hello. And here are the toys for the boys. Yeah, DJI produces a lot of cool stuff to produce the valuable content. It's interesting. If I ask you how much you watch TV nowadays, you can put also in comment box. As for me, yeah, I don't spend any time now in front of TV, and I don't know, many years already. The main thing which I use now is internet and of course YouTube. Like it's the main source of everything. Whatever you want to have, you have on YouTube. Is the education material. You need to learn something, you need to understand something. You go on YouTube. Or it's entertainment. It's also YouTube. So, yeah, broadcasting. Not sure. It's definitely there will be some places, some events, some sport events, something where you can use all this. I don't want to say old broadcasting system, but broadcasting systems, and they will prepare for you the nice game with the intros, outros, and so on. But in general, if you're looking for the entertainment and information which is relevant for you, like day by day, I think 90% of it will be the internet and YouTube and such platforms. So what we do now, we produce the products which is enabling anybody in this world to make the vlogs, make the content, and go online with it. And the product is video editing, filming by itself, and also legal base, registration of your company, and running your business here in Dubai. Just in my opinion, but if you are not in social media, if you're not in YouTube and other social media channels, it's very difficult to find you. It's very difficult to communicate with you. And I believe in future we just need to implement all social media channels for all companies. Because that's easy, that's convenient, and that's also modern, and that's the way how it's, I think, gonna be in the future. And why should be last in the row if you can be the first in the row? I invite all the people who are interested in producing social media content for your own or for your company to take the content and ask the questions, and we're open to discuss those things and deliver the products which will enable you to be on social media platforms. I see the magic box. This is kind of the favorite box of Mr. Obama. Yeah, everybody makes the jokes about it, yeah? Yeah.
More of those.
You need more of those, yeah. So wherever this prompter stops, Mr. Obama was like, I will give you information about this subject maybe a little bit later. But that's a very useful tool. You see, it's...
And you can use any language, can go in the software.
yeah.
And like I said, there's portable ones for speeches. They use
Yeah.
the presidential ones. There's the motorized ones.
Yeah. Okay. And then you make your speech on a Word document.
And then you put it right into the software.
Put in software, and then you can adjust the speed maybe. And,
Oh yeah,
and
all with the
on,
controller
yeah.
here.
So it's not just the software; it's just also hardware, yeah.
Right. Yes, we do both.
You see, for me, it's very difficult. I need to make my speeches by myself and on time online. I do not prepare my speeches, so whatever I have in my mind, I need to
That's
kind of
what you kinda-
think and understand what is the subject and
That's
deliver
tough.
in live. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah,
That's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, and deliver the speech as you feel it, as your opponents feel. And yeah, I agree. That's tough. But in the same time, I think that's the beauty of modern technologies. Whatever you see around you is natural. It's nothing artificially made. There are some benefits, some flaws also. If you want to deliver some scientific information or or very difficult explainable information. Of course, you're going to stumble. You're not going to follow the regiments at the same time. Yeah, that's life. That's you.
There's pros and cons of it.
Pros and cons everywhere. Yeah. Well, thanks. Yeah, I heard an amazing joke now that if the Mr. Donald will stick to the script and use this kind of machine, it can be much better results. Not sure about that. I'm still a fan of social media. That's just a joke, you know. In the free world, you are able to make the jokes in a sensible way, of course, but freely. Who gonna decide who is a pro in this industry and who are not pro in this industry? I think only consumer who watches the video, who watches content which you create, they can understand and by itself and decide, are you pro, are you not pro broadcaster? The tools which we have in place. You have your phone, you have your cameras, internet connection, you have your laptop. It's enough, it's sufficient. You can produce all necessary content which is easy accessible for a global auditory.
Yeah. And what they want to do is take video of how they're getting on, this video blogging, diaries and everything else. The problem is you give a young footballer a camera, a traditional camera, they can't use it, they don't know the technology, etc. You give them the capability of doing it with a phone where they're constantly Snapchatting, Instagram and everything else. It's part of their life. They know exactly what they're doing. So what they're doing is all these team players around the world, they're using what is normal to them and sending back content to a server for the football club then just to add it all together, and then they can do a 30 or 60 minute piece in their programming of how their youth team is progressing at various clubs around the world.
So if you want to be sure that your audience will receive your content, probably is best way for you to go by professional solutions. It's not just your phone and the one internet connection to YouTube or Twitch or Facebook. Yeah, but then again, you have your recording system. You can record your video and you can work at it later on and download it as a video to YouTube. What is the future? TV, social media. Guys, maybe you can help and answer this question. What do you think? What is the future? Is it TV future, or is social media future? Is it kind of a corporate media in the future, or is more decentralized individual media and also on what we are willing to spend our money? Because at the end of the day, all media which is produced, they aim for the audience, they aim for your subscription or your time, and ultimately we decide, you and me, we decide where we put our money or our time. What is your specialty? Why you can't have movies? You know?
That's why you can print on here, like this, okay?
Okay, so you can set up this kind of machine in a shopping mall, and in 3 minutes you're good to go. You have your T-shirt ready. Good one.
So this is the ones that we print here.
Yeah.
Okay. The back side we print the white.
Game is about.
Sensor-based football. We'll start again, and you can read the instructions.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Welcome to interactive penalty simulation. See how many goals you can. Please begin. Please stand in front of the screen and hold your arms out. Well, 3, 2. This one is see directions. If it comes a little bit more precise, maybe stronger. Yeah. Go. See, I'm hero. There you go. Guys, you see, whatever I hit, it's always goal. Yeah. Goal. See, I'm a hero all day now. Guys, you see, whatever I hit, it's always goal. One more. Oh, it's finished. Congratulations, your score is 4 out of 5. Yeah, next FIFA champion is here. Full game. Yeah, you see, in age of digital media, everything goes to the internet. Yeah, we still need the printing. I think many of us would like to have an amazing print at home, at house, and don't forget about, you know, the whole industry of education, advertisement. My t-shirt is blank. It is deliberately blank because I'm not the kind of fan of the crazy colored t-shirts, but you see, that's just me. There are many people around the world who would like to have some little bit more color on the clothes and the environment where they are in. At my house, all walls are also white. Doesn't happen. But I think if I have a nice picture or something, nice visualization of something, maybe I will go for some more colorful walls in my house also. That's right side, you see. High speed reliable. I think in the streaming, especially when you stream something well, that's cool stuff, you see. Production vehicle, that's what I need. This is definitely what I need, yeah. Yeah. Just love it. Cool production vehicle. You can use also X7 on the gimbal for hand filming.
I can use the X7 on the gimbal
for hand filming. No?
Why? Because the technology on the X7 is you are recording on the drone itself.
Okay.
You are not recording on the camera, like X5 example.
Yeah.
X5. So that's the reason.
So it's a separate system. So
yes.
Wherever you think that you need to record by handheld, you can't.
You will use the Inspire itself.
You use Inspire by itself.
We're moving over to LU Smart, which is using the same live view technology, but through your mobile phone.
Yes.
You can use 6 and 8 multiple connection LTE, 3G or 2G even you can use depending on the operator's coverage all together with bonding, Wi-Fi and Ethernet connections. This means broadband connection for your interviews, for your photograph machines or any cameras and then transmit live video to a remote location to our cloud server or to your own hardware server. And then when you get your transmit your live video, you can have output from social media, or you can have your output for your web TVs.
Okay.
This is more uninterrupted, high quality video transmission over multiple GSM wireless networks.
We have meeting on the 12th floor. You see, that's on phone. Yeah, that's as we were speaking, that it's not necessary to have your heavy gear. That's totally enough.
Well, today we saw interesting things in the printing world, printing materials and possibilities, and also we were discussing a little bit what is the future of the printing materials and print in general. Yes, we use more and more social media, we use more and more our phones to get our information, to get entertained, for everything. And there's of course open question about the printing media and how much we're going to use in the future newspapers and such things. And also now we are here and we see all these broadcast systems. I think there's two big industries which will gonna face huge changes in the future. See all of this equipment, all of this big and heavy equipment. It's nothing much more just to hold your camera. And the cameras are smaller and smaller, and the quality from your phone camera are better and better with each iteration of your iPhone or your Android phone. So I can leave you with that. You can think by yourself. What is the future? What is the future for the printing materials and industry, and also what is the future for broadcasting industry? Give your opinions in the comment section. My opinion about this two industries, which is printing industry and also broadcasting industry, they will going to face big changes in the future. We see sufficiency from technology which we have around us, as a phones, as a fast internet connections, that enables each and other individual to produce content. And then we as an auditory, we will going to decide, is this content valuable or not? As you see, there's a huge amount of investment in these fields, and I don't think so that anytime soon people will gonna stop using printing materials or broadcasted programs. But it's kind of clear also that the future is in social media side. Whatever we see around us, we will face huge challenges in the future, because we as consumers, we would like to have more online content which is created by capable creators, and yeah, we like it more. We don't like specially made news for us. We don't like fake smiles on the screen. We want to have a real person on the screen which delivers real experiences, real feelings, real understanding of the things around him. And that's the value of social media. I think the news is the news from the guy with the phone on the place. It's not the news from the guy with the big camera and equipment who is sent it by some corporation to make news or news story about some kind of event. And this trend will going to continue in the future. For me, it's more important to have information from the first hands. When there's some local person delivers the news and his opinion about things which happen around him. So I strongly believe in social media. Yes, I like social media. I think it's a very useful tool. It's fast, it's reliable, and also it's free from interruptions. Nobody can say to the person who takes the phone and records the video from the place what he needs to say, what he needs to deliver. He just acts as it is, and that's the beauty of it. You know, you are as you are. So, and then we will be able to see the world around us as it is, without any makeups.
just talk with the people here around the exhibition and ask, what's your take on this exhibition? What do you think about the future of broadcasting? And ask, when is last time when you watch TV, and do you watch TV? Do you watch videos on TV? They say kind of, no, maybe more internet and YouTube and so on. Yeah, I don't want to be kind of sleazy and squeezy about broadcasting industry, but I feel in general the time is gone. The broadcasting industry will gonna switch little by little to social media and to you, to me, and for other people who produce the content for social media. So, well, very interesting events. First of all, we saw today abilities and possibilities to register your company here in UAE. There's many options. There are shelf-off products. They are kind of decently priced. And then we saw also printing industry and capabilities and what's possible now in printing industry world, and it's amazing. You know, you can print now everything what you want in highest quality. And then we saw a huge broadcasting industry, and then I was amazed how many companies are in this field and how much products they offer. And when you compare your production, your camera, your computer systems, and with the broadcast systems, it's huge. It's huge. You need to have a bus to get everything around you. And there's also the questionable thing: is this a future in the broadcast industry? How it's going to look like? Definitely, this will be the games and different kind of events which are going to require high quality equipment and heavy equipment and the buses and everything like that. At the same time, social media have enabled many people around the world to produce the content, and in my opinion, the guy with camera in local place is more valuable than corporate media with this huge infrastructure around me. Why it's more valuable? Because it's more authentic, it's more down to the ground, it's more realistic, and that's what I value in information. That's it for today. See you soon.